आपने भेजा था मुझे लिंक? हाँ सर, जब एक्स लिंक जिस पे ये हो रहा है। हाँ, तो वो मीटिंग का देखिए भेज वो से स्टार्ट हो गया। हाँ है ना, सेम
Good afternoon to all. I seek the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to commence the proceedings. Honorable the Chief Justice, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Honorable former Judges of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Chief Secretary, Government of UT of J&K and his senior team of officers, Senior Additional Advocate General and law officers of UT of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Deputy Solicitor General of India, High Court Wing Jammu and Srinagar, and law officers of Government of India, President J&K Bar Association Jammu, learned senior advocates, members of the Bar Association, learned judicial officers and staff of the court registry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have gathered here to bid farewell to Honorable Mr. Justice Tashi Rabstan, Chief Justice, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, Judge, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, as their lordships are going to demit the office. On this occasion, I request Ms. Monica Kohli, Senior Additional Advocate General, to deliver her farewell address.
Honorable Mr. Chief Justice Tashi Rabstan, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Shukla, Honorable Ms. Justice Sindhu Sharma, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, Honorable Mr. Justice Vinod Chatterjee Cole, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, Honorable Mr. Justice Javed Iqbal Wani, Honorable Mr. Justice Mohammad Akram Chaudhary, Honorable Mr. Justice Rahul Bharti, Honorable Ms. Justice Moksha Khajuria Kazmi, Honorable Mr. Justice Wasim Sadiq Nirgal, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajesh Sikri, Honorable Mr. Justice Mohammad Yusuf Wani, Honorable Justice Atul Sridharan, Judge Madhya Pradesh High Court, all former judges of this Honorable High Court present today, Chief Secretary and other distinguished guests from Police and Civil Administration, learned Deputy Solicitor Generals of both wings of Honorable High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, learned Principal District Section Judge and other members of subordinate judiciary, Registrar General and other members of the registry, learned senior advocates, distinguished guests, former presidents of the bar, present president of the Bar Association and other esteemed members of the Bar Association, all law officers of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, of both wings of Jammu and Kashmir, family members of Honorable Justice Tashi Rabstan, family members of Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta, and all other esteemed members present here. Today, we gather in solemn pride to honor two stalwarts of our judiciary, Honorable Mr. Justice Tashi Rabstan and Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, as they demit office from the bench of the Honorable High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Their retirement is not a closing of a chapter, but beginning of a new one. marked not by robes and judgments, but by reflection, legacy, and continued wisdom. The solemnity of this moment is heightened by the fact that both of them are from amongst us, from this very bar, from our courts, from our collective legal conscience. We take immense pride in the fact that Honorable Justice Tashi Rabstan and Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta are not just eminent jurists, but cherished sons of our legal fraternity. They carry with them decades of wisdom, unshakable integrity, and an abiding commitment to justice that reflects the finest traditions of the judiciary. In their own unique and inspiring ways, both have contributed to the evolution and strengthening of the justice delivery system in our region. With the superannuation of Honorable Justice Tashi Rabstan, we do not simply witness the conclusion of a judicial tenure. We mark the graceful culmination of a luminous journey of a jurist who embodied sincerity, sagacity, and self effacement. A judge of formidable intellect and unassuming presence, Justice Rabstan leaves behind a legacy built on quiet strength, measured words, and resolute fairness. Born on 10th April 1963 in the serene village of Skur Buchan in Leh, Ladakh, and raised in the modest agriculturist family in Varsudopa, Justice Rabstan carried a dignity of his origins throughout his career. After completing his law degree from University of Jammu, he was enrolled with the Bar Council of Jammu and Kashmir in 1990. From the very beginning, he stood out for his meticulous preparation, articulate advocacy, and unfailing courtesy. As an advocate, he contributed substantially to the legal discourse of the region. His practice, broad in its range and rich in its depth, spanned constitutional service, civil, criminal, arbitration, and election law. He was known for his clarity of thought, command over precedents, and his ability to argue with both precision and poise. His tenure as a standing counsel for the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council and as additional central government standing counsel, as well as panel counsel for UPSC, underscored his growing reputation as a competent, dependable, and principled legal mind. His intellectual depth, clarity of expression, and articulate advocacy soon made him a respected figure in the High Court. Elevated as a judge of the Honorable High Court and Kashmir in March 2013 and confirmed as permanent judge in May 2014, Justice Rabstan's courtroom reflected his core values: calmness, clarity, compassion, and control. His judicial pronouncements were thoughtful, incisive, rooted in constitutional morality. He brought a measured voice to complex legal issues and approached each case, no matter how minor or momentous, with equal seriousness. Appointed as acting Chief Justice of the Honorable High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and then Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court, Justice Rabstan discharged his administrative and judicial responsibilities with quiet authority and gracious firmness. His stewardship was particularly notable for his emphasis on transparency, accessibility, and strengthening institutional efficiency. His balanced and restrained approach on the bench ensured not just legal correctness, but also a deep sense of fairness. To those of us at the bar, he was not only an eminent judge, but a generous colleague, approachable, respectful, and always grounded. His judicial temperament was exemplary, dignified yet approachable, firm yet fair, assertive yet kind. But at the height of responsibility, he remained deeply human, always willing to listen, to guide, and to extend a word of encouragement. Justice Puneet Gupta's journey has been equally illustrious and closely tied to the or lifeblood of our judiciary, a product of the same bar that nurtured many legal luminaries. Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta was appointed as Munsif in the year 1995 and thereafter was promoted as sub-judge in the year 1997 and eventually rose to the position of district judge in the year 2007. Justice Gupta served the subordinate judiciary of Jammu and Kashmir with great distinction before his elevation. His time at the trial bench was marked by sharp legal insight, procedural mastery, and resolute impartiality. On 7th April 2020, he took oath as judge of the Common High Court of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, bringing with him an in-depth understanding of the functioning of the judiciary at its most foundational levels. His elevation was met with admiration and pride by the entire legal fraternity, for it was well deserved and deeply earned. Across both tiers of judiciary, Justice Puneet Gupta's legal acumen has remained unparalleled, marked by clarity, consistency, and a commitment to justice that never wavered. His approach to the law has always been principled, precise, and perceptive. Whether in the trial court or the high court, his courtrooms were defined by discipline, dignity, and a profound respect for his rights and responsibilities of all parties before him. In his tenure as a High Court judge, Justice Gupta distinguished himself through judgments, though that were analytically strong, structurally sound, and ethically unwavering. His legal acumen has remained unparalleled, precise in reasoning, persuasive in logic, and always focused on the spirit of justice. His reserved nature not only deepened the aura of respect around him, he spoke little, but with measured gravitas. His courtroom was a model of efficiency, dignity, and decorum, where advocates, no matter how young or old, were heard with fairness and treated with civility. His judgments were thoughtful and rooted in legal logic. A man of few but measured words, Justice Gupta's demeanor reflected humility, but his command over the law was unmistakable. He carried the weight of his office with grace and discharged his duties with an unwavering commitment to fairness. Amongst colleagues and advocates, he was known not only for his erudition but also for his deep sense of propriety, compassion, and quiet wisdom. Honorable Justice Gupta never sought grandeur but earned quiet admiration. His strength lay in the consistent, disciplined application of law and the unwavering belief in the judiciary's role as the final bastion of justice. His presence on the bench was reassuring, and his departure today leaves behind not a vacuum but a legacy. As we reflect on the careers of both these honorable judges, we are reminded that great judges are not only defined by their judgments, but by their character, by their values they uphold, and the trust they inspire. Tashi Rabstan and Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta are embodiments of these ideals. They brought to the bench not just knowledge and skill, but dignity, patience, sincerity, and ethical conviction, qualities that cannot be learned from books, but are cultivated through years of conscious, principled living. Both of them, having emerged from within our amidst, stand today as examples for generations of lawyers to come. Their presence on the bench enriched the judiciary. Their retirement from the office enriches the community with their wisdom, experience, and moral authority. As they begin this new chapter, we hope that they continue to guide, mentor, and inspire the legal fraternity. Their lives remain a reminder that success in the legal profession is not just measured in titles alone, but in the respect earned, the principles upheld, and the justice delivered. We extend our deepest gratitude, profound respect, and heartful good wishes to Honorable Justice Tashi Rabstan and Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta. This institution is better because of them. The bar is so proud because they are ours. And the future is hopeful because their example lives on. Thank you.
I request Mr. Nirmal Kotwal, President J&K High Court Bar Association Jammu, to deliver his farewell address.
My Lord, Honorable Mr. Justice, Chief Justice Tashi Rabstan, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar, Honorable Miss Justice Sindhu Sharma, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, Honorable Mr. Justice Vinod Chatterjee Kaul, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, Honorable Mr. Justice Javed Iqbal Wani, Honorable Mr. Justice Muhammad Akram Chaudhary, Honorable Mr. Justice Rahul Bharti, Honorable Miss Justice Moksha Khajuria Kazmi, Honorable Mr. Justice Wasim Sadiq Nargal, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajesh Sekri, Honorable Mr. Justice Muhammad Yusuf Wani, Honorable Atul Shridharan, former judge of this court and now judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court, family members of Honorable Justice, Chief Justice, and family members of Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta, and other esteemed members, former judges of the Honorable High Court, learned Advocate General, and other law officers of the state, learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, former presidents of bar and senior advocates, esteemed members of the bar, Chief Secretary, Law Secretary, and Registrar General and other members of the registry, members of subordinate judiciary. Today is a bittersweet day. We have gathered not just to mark the retirement of two distinguished judges, but to celebrate two extraordinary careers and two remarkable people, Honorable Justice Tashi Rabstan and Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta. The courtrooms and our entire legal community will feel just a little quieter, a little less witty, and a lot more sentimental with your departures. After years of distinguished service on the bench, Honorable Chief Justice is stepping down, leaving behind a legacy of integrity, fairness, and unwavering commitment to the rule of law. Honorable Chief Justice Tashi Rabstan was born on 10th of April 1963 at Leh, Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir state, did his graduation and LLB from University of Jammu, was enrolled as an advocate on 6th of March 1990 in Bar Council of Jammu and Kashmir, started practicing in High Court of Jammu and Kashmir, remained as standing counsel for Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Leh from 1997 till 2005, was appointed as additional central government standing counsel for Jammu and Kashmir High Court wing in September 1998 and continued till elevation, and also remained as panel counsel for Union Public Service Commission, New Delhi from April 2008 till 31st of December 2011. Was appointed as additional judge of Jammu and Kashmir High Court on 7th of March 2013 and took oath as office of on 8th of March 2013. Appointed as permanent judge of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir on 16th of May 2014, appointed as Chief Justice of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh in September 2024. Honorable Chief Justice, your reputation has always proceeded with you, fair, composed in your judgments, but more than that, your colleagues will remember your kindness, your mentorship. You had a very way of bringing clarity on complicated issues and humor to tension, and we are all better for it. The courtroom will miss my lord's smiling face, calmness, and powerful intellect. Colleagues and young lawyers alike will miss your mentorship and example, and we all will forever be grateful for your time and service to the judiciary. Justice Puneet Gupta was selected as judicial officer Munsaf, and by hard work and commitment to the profession, got promoted from various ranks during a long career and finally appointed as Judge of Common High Court for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh on 3rd of April 2020 and took oath of office on 7th of April 2020. After years of dedicated service to the bench, my lord is laying down the ropes, but what remains and will remain is legacy, imprint, and fairness, wisdom, and unwavering integrity. Throughout your lordship's career, my lord had been a pillar of justice, a very calm in the courtroom, and a model of what it means to serve with dignity. Both my Lord Chief Justice and Justice Puneet Gupta's decisions have not only shaped the lives of those who stood before them, but have also strengthened the very foundations of our legal system. Behind the ropes was someone who listened with compassion, judged with clarity, and led with courage. Whether in high-profile trials or in quieter corners of the court, my Lord's commitment to truth and justice never wavered. But beyond the judgments and legal acumen, we will also remember the mentor, the colleague, and the friend always generous with time, wisdom, and wit. Together, you have presided over countless cases, guided so many young lawyers, and helped shape a culture of respect and excellence in our courts. On behalf of Bar Association, I extend my deepest respect and heartfelt appreciation to Honorable Chief Justice Tashi Rabstan and Justice Puneet Gupta. We wish you may this new chapter be filled with good health, great adventures, and all the time in the world to enjoy the things and people you love. Though you leave the bench, your legacy will continue to guide us in future. Thank you.
Now I request Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar, Senior Most Judge of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, to deliver his Lordship's farewell address.
Voyagers, O seamen, you who came to port, and you whose bodies will suffer the trial and judgment of the sea, or whatever event, this is your real destination. So Krishna, as when he admonished Arjuna on the field of battle, not farewell, but fare forward, voyagers. With these words of the renowned poet T.S. Eliot, I, along with my esteemed colleagues on the bench, warmly welcome Honorable Justice Atul Sridharan, a former judge who is with us, Honorable former judges of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, officers of the civil administration, judges from district judiciary and registry, law officers, members of the bar, family members and friends of Honorable Mr. Justice Tashi Rabstan, our esteemed Chief Justice, and Justice Puneet Gupta, officers and officials of the registry, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the full court reference in the honor of esteemed Chief Justice and Honorable Justice Puneet Gupta, who are laying their robes today. In the lines I just read out, Eliot references the holy text Bhagavad Gita. It's a time when Arjuna is torn between his duty as a warrior and the terrible consequences of the battle. The reason why I draw your attention to these words is that the actions we do, without worrying about what fruits they will bring us, are the right actions. In the sense, such actions will have a ripple effect of consequences, not for one person, but for the greater good of humanity in general. A judge writes several thousands of orders in his lifetime, and one day he must lay his robes. However, his decisions live on long after, and butterfly effect of each decision, however big or small, continues to affect lives long afterwards. Today we bid adieu to our colleagues, but not to their legacy, not their impact, which shall continue to live on long afterwards. Even though this day seemingly marks an end to their illustrious career as judges of the Honorable High Court, in the vast scheme of things, there are no beginnings or endings. And I choose to call this day a pit stop in the lives of these two luminaries who shall continue to shine as long as they remain. It's a bit surreal to be present in this reference today, saying farewell to the Honorable Mr. Justice Tashi Rabstan, Chief Justice of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, Judge High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, two colleagues of mine who have not only been distinguished judges, but also examples of humility and compassion, coincidentally going to lay their robes on the same day. It's not a random coincidence that they descended on this earth on the same day, but they are the persons born with similar qualities of head and heart. Justice Tashi Rabstan is known for his gentlemanliness and calmness in a profession often marked by high stakes and high pressure. He brought to the bench something rare, a sense of calm confidence and temperate mind. The judgments rendered by him are self-speaking of his legal acumen. As a colleague, he made the corridors of justice a little lighter. There was always a gentle smile on his face, and I always say, sometimes enigmatic. Throughout his tenure as a judge of this court, he remembered the importance of the oath he took as a judge, that requires a judge to do his duties without fear or favor, affection or ill will. Speaking about his judicial work, undoubtedly, Justice Tashi decided several cases, some of which are worth mentioning here. Recently, in a public interest litigation, Sugandha Swamy versus Union of India, he, while presiding a division bench, passed a slew of directions to the Union of India for regulating the toll plazas in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Observing that sole aim and object of erecting toll plazas on the road is not extracting money from general public, but they are established to collect reasonable fee from the commuters using the road in lieu of providing smooth and well-maintained roads. Union of India was directed to reconsider the levying of fair and genuine toll fee. A further direction was issued to the Union of India to ensure that contractors of toll plaza do not employ any person having criminal background. Yet in another PL, he, while presiding over a division bench, directed the government to enhance the daily meal charges of the children lodged in child care homes from rupees 100 to 150 per child. On the bench, Justice Tashi remained courteous, and his willingness to listen has gained him admiration and respects from the members of the bar. His sweet mannerism and extraordinary patience while hearing cases has endeared him amongst the lawyers and the justice seekers alike. Honorable Mr. Justice Tashi Rabstan will mark history as the first judge from Ladakh and also first Chief Justice from Ladakh. His journey from modest circumstances to the highest judicial office in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh deepened his empathy on those who are on the margin of the society. His lordship carried into his office a rare understanding of the struggles faced by the voiceless and made it his mission to serve them in a way his lordship could. The journey of Justice Tashi from rented accommodation to a palatial Chief Justice bungalow is an inspiration to all the first generation entrants to the legal profession. Before his elevation as Chief Justice, his tireless work as Executive Chairman of J&K Legal Services Authority opened the doors of justice to those who could never afford it. His lordship believed that justice should not be the privilege of the few, but the right of all. During his lordship's stint as Executive Chairman of J&K Legal Services Authority, a two-day mega All India Legal Services meet was organized in Srinagar on 30th June 2023. And it was for the first time in the history, 25 honorable judges of the Supreme Court, including the then Honorable the Chief Justice of India, and around 250 judges of all high courts across the country, and number of delegates participated in this two-day meet, which was first of its kind organized in Srinagar by J&K Legal Services Authority. He organized several medical camps for jail inmates in almost every jail in UT of J&K and Ladakh, where specialists and super specialist doctors had clinical checkups of all the prisoners. The reports of such medical checkups mitigated many problems of the trial courts while dealing with the bail application of the detainees, moved primarily on medical grounds. He took keen interest in taking stock of facilities being provided to the orphans in the orphanage homes, the child care homes, and personally visited these homes. Large number of legal aid clinics got established in unreached areas. He was the chairman of many important committees of the High Court, and I had the privilege of working with him as member in some of these committees. As a chairman of Infrastructure Committee, several infrastructure projects were cleared and accomplished. During his tenure as Chief Justice of this court, all recommendations of Second National Judicial Pay Commission, as per the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court, got implemented. Several promotions in the district judiciary were made. Number of vacancies in the High Court and district courts across J&K and Ladakh were filled up through a fair and transparent process of selection. It is during his tenure and with his efforts, the strength of this court got enhanced from 17 to 25. The contribution made by Justice Tashi to upgrading the judicial infrastructure shall always be remembered. Turning to Justice Puneet Gupta. Justice Puneet Gupta, who rose to the bench from the ranks of service, is a true example of honesty, simplicity, humility, and most importantly, compassion. His journey to the judiciary is not just a professional achievement, but a reflection of his integrity, dedication, and commitment to justice. Before joining the High Court, he held several key positions in the district judiciary, including serving as principal district judge in important districts. One significant role he held was as Registrar of Vigilance at the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. This position, often linked to tough decisions, was managed by his lordship with a unique balance of firmness and humanity. He was strict when required, but always compassionate. After being elevated to the bench, his lordship maintained his humble and kind nature. In court, he was always graceful, never rushed or dismissive, and allowed his wisdom to speak softly but clearly. His lordship's simplicity, both in his manner and lifestyle, won the admiration of everyone around him. He led not by title, but by example, and all of us who worked with him admire his sincerity, humility, and gentle smile, which brought comfort even in the most stressful times. Retirement, they say, is not about slowing down, it's about shifting gears. And I have no doubt that Justice Tashi Rabstan and Justice Puneet will continue to inspire, guide, and perhaps even surprise us in the next chapter, just as they have always been doing. While summing up, I refer the quote of great philosopher Confucius: "The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions," as this is squarely applicable to our retiring judges.
Good afternoon to everybody present here and those who join through virtual. Brother Justice Sanjeev Kumar, my esteemed colleagues, sister and brother judges, Justice Atul Sridharan, Judge, High Court of Madhya Pradesh, former judges of this High Court, Chief Secretary, Home Secretary, Law Secretary of UT of Jammu and Kashmir, IGP Jammu, Deputy Commissioner Jammu, Madam Monica Kohli, Senior Additional Advocate General, Mr. Vishal Sharma, Deputy Solicitor General of India, High Court Wing, Jammu, Mr. Tahir Shamshi, Deputy Solicitor General of India, High Court of Srinagar Wing, Senior Advocates, Mr. Nirmal Kotwal, President and Member of the Bar Association of Jammu, and the members of the Srinagar Wing of the advocates, senior advocates, and the advocates who are joining through virtual. Officer from Civil and Police Administration, family member of Brother Puneet Gupta, my wife Rajni Rabstan, daughter Rinam Nilza, and my family members and friends, some of whom are present here physically and others who have joined virtually. Registrar General and officers and staff of the registry, Principal District and Session Judge Jammu, along with his team of judicial officers, staff of the High Court, ladies and gentlemen, I am before you today with a deep sense of humility as I bid farewell to this esteemed institution. The opportunity to serve as a judge and thereafter as Chief Justice of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh has been the greatest honors of my life. Throughout my career, I have been privileged to work alongside dedicated judges, skilled legal professionals, and hardworking staff who share a common commitment to upholding the rule of law and ensuring that justice is served fairly and impartially. Our work, though often challenging and demanding, is driven by a collective passion for justice and a desire to contribute to the well-being of our society. Judges in this High Court are endued with great sense of justice, integrity, competence, and have all qualities of head and hearts. They are trying their best to live up to the expectations of the litigants and are largely successfully in their endeavor. I came from Jammu Bar and remain acquainted with members of the Kashmir Bar also during my practice days. And also on the bench, I have generally found the lawyers to be quite competent, skillful, and persuasive in their approach. I have received appreciable assistance from the lawyers, which made me decide the matters and to make an endeavor to render justice in letter and spirit. It is for the lawyers to venture into new fields and to think out of the box and get maximum benefit from the courts. My best wishes to all of them. Talking about judicial officer in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, I have found the officers to be quite competent and persons of caliber and great integrity. The officers are of immense potential and are delivering quite appreciably. However, there is still a lot of scope for them to broaden their horizons and prove themselves to be finest judicial officers in the country. I wish good luck to all of them. It is a matter of great satisfaction that many infrastructural projects have been completed in the recent past and many are in the pipeline. Two projects of construction of new High Court buildings, one at Srinagar and one at Jammu, were conceived when I was associated in the infrastructure committee. Work on building at Srinagar has already started, and I wish that it takes off in Jammu very soon. During my tenure as the Chief Justice of this High Court, District Court Kathua, District Court Kupwara, NI Court Jammu, Sub-Judge Court Katra, Munsif Court Agnur, Munsif Court Ukral, ADR Center Leh were inaugurated and foundation stone for Family Court Jammu and Auditorium in Judicial Academy Jammu was laid. Moreover, district courts Badarwa, Handwara, and Kargil, municipal courts Hiranagar, Bilavar, and Basoli, and residential quarters at Sanku and Zanskar in Kargil districts are almost ready for inaugurations. During my tenure as the administrative judge for District Udhampur, Sub-Judge Court Ramnagar was inaugurated and foundation stone was laid for Municipal Court Majalta. Likewise, in the UT of Ladakh, state-of-art guest house at Leh and residential unit at Dras were inaugurated, whereas work is in progress regarding construction of District Court Leh, Municipal Court Zanskar, Sanku, and Khalse, and an auditorium with latest technology at Leh. I am fortunate to have with me very efficient and competent officers in the registry who have told hard to give life to my vision for the High Court. They are the limbs of the High Court, and their steadiness determines the administrative efficiency of the High Court. I request them to keep working for the betterment of the judicial institution and take it to new heights. I would like to make special mention of the administrative and logistic support provided by all the government machinery during my tenure in this High Court. I am grateful to the Honorable Lieutenant Governor, Shri Manoj Sinha, for providing every possible help in all the endeavors of the High Court. To my family, I lost my father when I was just 2 years old. I was brought up by my mother, who gave, sorry, who gave me the love and affections, and both father and mother and my two elder sisters. Sorry. My two elder sisters were source of inspiration for me. My wife, Rabstan, who sacrificed her profession for my career, and daughter Rinam, who had been anchored through my every twist and turn. Sorry, I can't say anything.
Thank you, Bala. Thank you. Now I request Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta to respond to the farewell address.
Good evening to all. Thanks, Madam Kohli and Mr. Nirmal Kotwal for their kind words. Honorable Chief Justice Shri Rabstan and his family members, dear sister and brothers, colleagues, Shri Justice Atul Shiridharan from MP High Court, esteemed former judges of the High Court, Chief Secretary Shri Atul Dullu, Law Secretary, officers from Civil and Police Administration, Mrs. Monica Kohli, and law officers of UT, Mr. Vishal Sharma and Mr. T.M. Shamsi, DSGIs, senior designated members of Bar, Mr. Nirmal Kotwal, President, members of Bar Associations, RG Mr. Shahzad Azim, worthy judicial officers of High Court and District Judiciary, the officers and officials of Registry, and esteemed guests. I officially leave today the winding but smooth steps of the esteemed institution. So is Lord Chief Justice. I congratulate him for having successful and wonderful stint as judge and Chief Justice of this High Court. Your composure and mild mannerism won you love and affection from one and all. Wishing you best, sir. Judges and lawyers teach other in the courts, the Constitution, laws and statutes, rights and duties through files and quotes from the law books. No point in exploring them in this session at least. I seize the opportunity to go down memory lane and thank at least some of them who were and are with me in my life and career. I remember my grandmother and parents today who were instrumental in making me what I am today as a human being. I seek their blessings today also and forever. I am sharing my thoughts with you from this podium because of them. My legal journey started in the chamber of Shri Hasbanslal Botra ji, an eminent lawyer and respected by legal fraternity. His guidance during practice days and blessings during judgeship made me to do my bit in legal profession. I remember the other members of the chamber, Shri Harbanslal Chaudhary and Shri V.K. Chopra. Could I ask more in my legal journey, as the stalwarts of legal profession in my practice days were there to encourage me? The brilliant legal minds with whom I shared courts and high court bar room include Shri Indrajit Gupta, Mr. Goni, the senior one, Mr. Sadiq, Mr. R.P. Bakshi, Mr. Avtar Singh, and many, many more. They are legends because of their contribution to the profession. So many towering personalities from Advocates League became judges of this court and apex court of the country. Among them are Justice R.P. Sethi, Justice T.S. Thakur, Justice V.K. Gupta, Justice Pramod Kohli, Justice B.A. Khan, Justice N.A. Kakru, and of course, my present colleagues from the bar also. The bar had led or supported public cause from time to time and successfully achieved the purpose. The experienced advocates and young ones alike contribute to the cause of justice on which the aspirations of millions of litigants bank upon. Judges are part of justice. Both of us should not be the cause of derailment of justice, cannot afford it. I shared the wooden chamber in the Mubarak Mandi complex with late Justice V.K. Gupta, Mr. Rajkumar Gupta, Mr. Jugal Kishore, Mr. Ravi Kaul, and see how that chamber changed the fate and lives of the occupants in the times to come. No one can predict how the time will dance with your life. Everyone's journey is marked by a company and association of persons who entered into your lives and support you. Mrs. Seema Shekhar, Mr. Raghu Mehta, Mr. Navdeep Dubey were also my chambermates. The illustrious Sister Justice Sandhu Sharma was also associated with chamber of my mentor, though I had exited by that time due to my induction into judiciary. Many of my classmates of law also became lawyers and judges. I cherish the friendship of Mr. Justice M.L. Manas, Mr. Kamal Gupta, Mr. Sanjeev, Mr. Madan Lal, Mr. Kishore, to name a few. Mr. Y.P. Barni, Mr. Sanjay Parihar, Madam Sister Sonia Gupta and Aarti Mohan, Mr. M.Y. Akhun, Mr. Ramesh Vatal, and Mr. Suresh Katal and other judicial officers have also showered their affection upon me during all these years. For a judge of any rank in the judicial setup, the support of staff plays a vital role. It is not only the judge who dispenses justice, but every official of your staff is an indispensable part of the system. Their dedication helps the judge to deliver the verdicts. I am thankful to my personal staff for their contribution in dispensing my duties. Mr. Narinder Sharma, Mr. Pawan Chopra, Mr. Ashfaq, Mr. Shammi and Mr. Tarun, Mr. Avatar, Mr. Yashpal, and Mr. Kuldeep and Ms. Nitika, researcher, and two new entrants have given every possible help to me. Thanks to staff members of High Court and District Courts also. Thanks to Registrar General Mr. Shahzad Azim, Principal Secretary Mr. M.K. Sharma, Registrar Judicial Ms. Sandeep Kaur, and other judicial officers posted in the registry for their readiness to provide whatever assistance was required of them. The work of judge and lawyer is time consuming and at times at the cost of family life. The moral support of family members is always required to meet the challenge. I can only appreciate the silent contribution of my spouse and children. My brother and his family is in the courtroom to watch the proceedings. Great family together in the courtroom. Gratitude to all those well-wishers who blessed in silence. My appreciation to lawyers, including senior designated ones, present in the courtroom for their cooperation court proceedings. Good wishes to young aspiring lawyers. I will cherish the cool and calmness of C.J. Tashi ji, wit of revered brother Shukla Sahib, sisterly affection of Madam Sindhu, philosophical approach of brother Oswal during tea break, humor and entertainment quotient of brother Chatterjee Call, big smile of brother Sanjay Dhar, cuisine exploration by brother Javed Wani, rewinding togetherness with brother Akram Chaudhary, hearty laughs of brother Bharti, assertiveness in discussion of sister Moksha, affectionate attitude of brother Wasim Nargal, and tidbits chat with brother Sekri, and murmuring in my ears against his brother Justice Chatterjee by brother Yusuf Wani. Especially during tea and lunch breaks. It is a different matter. Both are friends. High Court Collegium steals the bar members for being made judges. Make no complaints, please. Lastly, on a worldly note, but with happiness, I depart with a part of line from Hindi song from movie Kagaz Ke Phool, directed by Guru Dutt. बिछड़े सभी बारी बारी जो कल थे आज नहीं हैं जो आज हैं कल ना होंगे जो कल आएंगे कभी वह भी ना होंगे This is how the life moves on, the word moves on. Thanks to former judges for their presence. Thanks for being here. God bless us all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lordship. I seek the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to close the proceedings. With the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice, proceedings are closed. Dignitaries, guests, and learned advocates are requested to join us over cup of tea in the back lawns of the High Court. Thank you.
When you are here, Abhi?
No, tomorrow.